Hello everyone and welcome back to my Redstone world. So, I have recently been delving into the transparent blocks, basically. The whole fact that if I put a zombie on this platform here, unfortunately, yes, he's burning. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I would have set the time to night, but I don't like the night. But so basically I've been working with this, trying to just make just a little thing. So I don't know why I felt like using pressure plates instead. But this works, so that's good. There you go, you see him disappear there. But basically this is pretty quick. I know, actually I'm gonna turn that off now. I know that there's much easier ways probably to do this. I believe that, but I'm not mechanical enough in Redstone to really do like really big things. Like I made a clock kind of thing over there. Kind of. It's not done. I like halfway made it. But for this, ingenuity. Just keep going until you figure something out. So I did more of my little pulse extender kind of thing, where it's just adding an extra tick to the flow, making sure that this has enough time after this turns off to push it out before this one then pushes out again, making it go back and forth, thus causing these blocks to not actually exist for a moment, and then things on them go bye-bye. I don't think that players work on these. I don't really understand. I'm not really sure. I haven't studied this very much. But so this works. This is a nice little mob trap kind of thing, or a mob grinder kind of thing, so that you don't have to worry about the walking patterns of mobs, because a lot of, like, I have a mob spawner over here that is based solely on a player being in range enough for said mobs to basically walk into these little tunnels of terrible until they fall out and die and give me their precious stuff. But with this one, I like the fact that you don't have to be you still have to be in range of it for mobs to spawn in the first place, but you don't need you don't just takes out an element of it. So that's really cool, and I like that. So I made the small one, and then after I did that, I wanted to make it as big as I possibly could while keeping it extremely simple. So we have this one, and this one works the exact same way. You'll notice that there's actually the pulse extenders on both ends. I'm not sure why I wasn't able to get it working any other way. I tried to basically like copy and paste my idea from down here, but it didn't work out as well. I'm not sure. Redstone is pretty inconsistent though, unless you're like really good with it and you know exactly what it's doing. But this works the exact same way. I hear things spawning in there. That's good. We're gonna be testing it in a moment anyway. But yeah, so this works the exact same way. You'll see these two lines. These mean nothing. They're just power. So I could power it from below and actually shut it off. I really hated I hate having to break things and then rebuild them in order to make things work. So I just came up with this, and that was so far the best way of turning this on and then off. Okay, so I think this is the right setup. Yeah. Okay, so when this bottom redstone torch is on the left, that means that it's active, and you can press this button and it will start releasing the mobs. We can see that. Oh, there they go. Wow, that was cool. Alright, do it again. But we're close enough. I think we're still close enough that it causes them to spawn. There goes another one. I don't know if spiders can fall through it. I'm not sure. I haven't done a lot of testing on this, so I really don't know a lot. This is basically just, hey guys, look what I did. But yeah, it doesn't look like spiders fall through, and that could be the reason that players don't fall through too, is because they take up more than one block. Players don't actually take up more than one block, but we have the ability to not be on just one block at a time, as you can see there. So that might have something to do with it. And it'd be the same thing for the spiders, since they take up like 2 blocks, I think, altogether. Yeah, one wide, or one tall but 2 wide, something like that. I don't know. I'm not very good at these things yet. But yeah, so it works. And then when we get bored of having it go on, or we just want to reduce the lag, we turn this off, which will then retract this piston up here that has been the completing the circuit for this whole situation. Just our nice little clock, and there we go. We turned it off. And then once it times out and the signal is gone, we can turn this back on, and it's ready to use again at a moment's notice. Then we can press this, and hey, look, it's starting again. Hooray! So it works completely, and I'm very glad about that. I don't know how to keep spiders from spawning, but I think that entails putting like a bunch of stone slabs or any kind of half slab down, and making it so that they... No, I'm not sure. You know, I might look that up at some point, because these guys are going to get really annoying. Hi, Mr. Skeleton. You can stay here, just because you'll fall to your death at some point. But yeah, so I think that's about it for this one. I didn't do too much else. Yeah, let's see, clock, piston. I'm sure that this looks normal to people who... This probably looks terrible to people who really understand Redstone and make me look like a total jackass, but I am not a genius, so I will just I innovate, and I like it. If I can make it smaller, maybe one day I will. But so thanks guys for watching. Yeah, that's all I've really got. Nice little touch to add to your mob spawner to make it so you don't have to stand directly near it, and takes out elements that... Well, turn that back on. Yay! See, we can see it from here. So that was another reason I did it. I like knowing that I did this. Okay, so thanks guys for watching. Have a great day. We'll see you next time on my Redstone world.